Hi everyone, Tom Slivick with another News in Depth, and today I'm with Reverend Father Lawrence and last name Beck. How are you doing, Father?
I'm fine, Tom, and you?
I'm pretty good, doing well. And you're having some special days coming up, a real special thing, the dedication, I believe, of St. Katharine Drexel Church.
Yeah, we're excited, and I think a lot of the community along with us. Week after Sunday after Easter, April 7th, we're looking for an exciting day, and we'll have the dedication mass. Bishop Soto will be presiding, and we're expecting well over 700, maybe upwards of 800 in attendance.
Okay, maybe you can take us a little bit back through the history. I remember, everybody remembers that. It used to be Prospect Motors. Doesn't look like Prospect Motors anymore. Done a fine job on the facade and the front and everything. Looks real special there. But you had like a great fundraiser going on in order to complete all the work. The transformation cost a lot of money.
It is, and the Catholic Church purchased that about 2 years ago, December. And last spring, we launched a capital campaign drive, very ambitious. We had prior summer a feasibility study that determined that we could raise in the range of $700,000 to $800,000, but the diocese believed that we needed to really achieve the renovation that was best, and that we truly to achieve our goals that we needed to aim higher, and so we placed us at $1.5 million, and we were able to raise that money, and that was a tremendous tribute to our parishioners and the community as a whole. Okay, so what I remember from Catholic school and everything, it was always like, you could do better than that. Now, come on, right? And well, that was a lot better. Redouble your efforts and go back out, and sure enough, seemed to rise to the occasion, right? We did. So now, there was a matching fund in there. Did that match fund, did it get met or did it not? Right, and if we reached the $1.5 million, the bishop would give us out of the new parish building fund that they have there. That's when new churches are established, that they are able to purchase the property and assist them to get going. So they did give us $500,000 in addition to the $1.5 million that we raised, and that leaves a deficit of our total budget is about 2.9 million, so 2.89. So that's where we stand. Okay,
and that seems like a lot of money, but when you start building stuff, you start to realize it goes really fast.
It does, yeah. I misspoke. We're at 2.98, so we're just shy of the $3 million budget. Okay. And we're on track.
Okay. Now let's find out a little bit about you. We'll go back to some of your history. Where did you come from?
My mom and dad.
Okay. And
I grew up down south in North Orange County.
Okay, North Orange County? Mm-hmm. Were you a surfer?
No, I wasn't. Far inland. I need to learn, though. Never too late.
Okay, might be for me, but maybe not for you, Father. Okay, so where were some of your, this is your first parish, is it?
No, I've been in numerous parish over the years, and I was assigned here about a year and a half ago. I was up in Plumas County previously for about 6 years, before that in Grass Valley and so forth.
Okay, and you live not far from the TSPN building here. You just live at the Catholic Church here in Jackson.
Right. So there's 2 priests assigned that are active for the county. We have this will be our 7th church in Martel. We rotate among all the churches, and we live at the rectory, the house right next to St. Patrick's.
Okay. Now Sue, my wife, she's kind of curious because she knows, well, we have a lot of Catholic churches. What happens with the Catholic churches? Are they still? They're still being used as
They're all
churches,
being used.
Correct?
They're all being used on Sunday, and we hope to do our best to continue. We recognize the historic value and how integral they are to the stories of our community, and we want to do our best to continue to keep the churches open and to continue to do what we can there, while at the same time unifying at our new center to renew our church.
Okay, so basically, are people going to the smaller churches like in Volcano for Mass on Sundays and things like that? And then you have the bigger get-togethers at the new...
Well, for over a year now, we've been also having Saturday evening Mass at the parish center at the new church, well, in the social hall church, while the church is being prepared. So we're at 7 locations, the 2 priests every weekend.
Okay, so if you like Saturday, you go up to St. Catherine
That's right.
Drexel, and if you're like the old Sunday morning masses, then you go to the
One of the others.
Okay, now are those still parishes?
No, parish is a geographic entity in the church.
Okay.
In the city parishes, typically a parish equals 1 church, but there's still a geography, this street to that street or this city limit type thing. Our parish limit is the county, and we have 7 churches within that parish. So the parish church, the new one, is St. Katharine Drexel. That's the principal or the mother church,
Okay.
if you want to call it that. The others are technically mission churches.
Okay, and there are, did you say 2 priests?
2 priests.
In the parish here?
Plus
in
Father
Amazon?
Relihan and Ione, who's retired but continues to help us out quite a bit.
Sure, you can't really totally retire, can you?
Well, no, you can't. Yeah.
Okay, as if you got to show up for Mass, you may as well say it, right?
Right, sure.
Okay, that way you can't be late.
No, they say that, but I think I am.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, well, we've had a little fun there, and there was a lot of effort, a lot of people. You want to mention some of the people? I know maybe that's a wrong way to go because maybe you'll forget some people, but who were really important in bringing that church online and getting the things done?
Well, certainly, my predecessor, Father Tom Slivick, was instrumental over a period of number of years when the 3 prior historic parishes of Ione and Sutter Creek and Jackson unified together. He was instrumental in that process, and in the process that laid the foundation to get us going,
Okay.
to purchase the center. Many people so far have been involved in the whole fundraising effort, in the planning effort, in the whole final design of the project. The steering committee, which has been chaired by Pat Crew, has done a phenomenal job in recent years to get us to where we are today, but literally hundreds of people throughout our community.
Okay, well, I wanted to give you an opportunity to thank all of the people that were there. Now, St. Drexel, it's going to be used for other things as well, right?
Right. Long-term, we will have more and more of our classes for our children there, as well as our youth and our teen outreach. We have already Bible studies going on there for adults.
Why don't we take some of those a little one-on-one? Let's go to the outreach, say for the teen outreach. What happens there? What do you offer for teens?
Well, right now we have basically several volunteers who are coordinating a youth ministry project and outreach and ministry for our teens. So they gather regularly to grow in their knowledge of the Word of God, often to do social projects. They're often gearing up for a big, kind of like a mission trip or renewal trip during the summer.
I'm a little curious, Father. In my youth, I was raised Catholic, went to Catholic school, Catholic high school and stuff, and I don't think we had like youth outreach. Is that a new thing? You were younger than I am.
Well, I think,
when you were going to school, did they have that? Or
I think that youth ministry has developed over the years, not only for our church, but all churches. 30 years ago, it might have been more of an academic setting in a classroom that they did high school education. It developed in the 70s and into the 80s in different approaches, and it's got to change with the times.
I think when I went to school, it was kind of like 2 + 2 + God = 4.
Yes, well.
Kind of so it was interweaved everywhere, it seemed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now a lot of the youth need that extra, since there are no Catholic schools in the area, things like that, they need more education to
Well, and our faith it needs to be formed and strengthened and grow. It's a lifelong process. It doesn't end at a certain age. And sometimes we've been remiss at educating well and putting a lot of our time and resources into, let's say, grades K through 8, but we often have dropped the ball or not done as well as we might have and should, beyond that.
Okay, so the youth outreach is from very young years on up into high school?
When I speak youth, I'm primarily speaking about high school age.
Okay.
And we could
That's
go
kind of
into
what
young adult too.
Okay. Yeah. And what do they have? What is it that they do? They have like dances? They have anything like that?
We're not. We have a fairly, we have an enthusiastic program. We've got great kids, but we're going to do, God willing, so much more. And so our plan is in the next few years, if we can acquire adequate funding to get a full-time youth minister to bring about a renewal and enthusiasm and effective ministry for our youth in particular.
Okay, we're going to take a break now, Alan, and when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking more with Father Beck. So stay with us right here on TSPN. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.